The Kentucky Derby takes place tomorrow in Louisville. Guess who'll be there? American Pharaoh, last year's Triple Crown winner, is enjoying a very, very fun and active retirement. He reportedly earns up to $600,000 a day breeding. David Begnaud is at Churchill Downs with how another horse's legacy could dominate tomorrow's action. David, good morning.
Good morning. Today is the Kentucky Oaks. It's the girls' race of the 3-year-old fillies. Tomorrow, the boys will storm the track for the Kentucky Derby. In 2011, a thoroughbred named Uncle Mo was scratched right before the Kentucky Derby. His future, they said, was uncertain. But now the lightning-fast colt is father to 3 of the starting horses in this year's 20-horse race.
5.5 years ago, Uncle Mo roared onto the racetrack, undefeated as a 2-year-old.
Mo debatably was the greatest 2-year-old of all time. I mean, undefeated, 3 for 3 by 25 lengths.
Mike Repole was Uncle Mo's owner, and his whole huge Italian family was along for the wild ride. The self-made billionaire who founded Vitamin Water never forgot his blue-collar roots, nor his hard-working immigrant parents. He introduced us to them at the Wood Memorial in 2011.
These are my parents, first generation.
What does it mean for a kid who walked around Queens and snuck into the racetrack probably before he could pay to get in?
You talk about, you know, the American dream. It's like my dad was a waiter, my mom was a seamstress. We lived with my grandmother. My brother was a New York City cop. I mean, this is just a dream.
But the Derby dream fizzled when Uncle Mo faded badly in that Wood Memorial. He was diagnosed with a rare and potentially life-threatening liver disease. Mo eventually returned to racing, but he was retired less than a year later. Repole was heartbroken.
I get the sense that you don't like to be mediocre.
Second is the first loser to me. I like winning.
And apparently so does Mo. He may not have been a Derby champion, but he could become one of the all-time great stud horses. Repole visited his old buddy this week at the Bucolic-Coolmore Farm outside of Lexington, Kentucky. Mo mates with at least 3 mares a day at $75,000 a pop.
He likes his job. He likes his job.
And he may be well worth it. In his first crop of foals, 3 will run in this year's Kentucky Derby, including the overall favorite, Nyquist. And this horse, Outwork, which is owned by Mike Repole. Yesterday, he introduced Outwork to his 10-month-old daughter, Joya.
How much of this is also a family affair?
Oh, it's all a family affair. I mean, my 89-year-old grandmother to my 10-month-old daughter and my friends and my family. I mean, it doesn't get any more special than this. We all want to win, but you know, you got 20 horses that make the Derby every year out of 30,000. Just to be here is a win in itself.
Uncle Mo is not the only horse to have 3 of his babies running in tomorrow's Kentucky Derby. A sire named Tappet also has 3 sons in the Derby. 160,000 people will be here tomorrow. The most expensive ticket we found, Gail, is about $3,400, but that pales in comparison to the most expensive hotel room we heard of, which is $12,000 for tonight.
Wow. I guess people really want to go to the Derby. They also have a horse by the name of Sudden Breaking News. I don't know how to bet, but I'm going to figure it out and bet on that just because.
I'm betting on Nyquist.
Nyquist is number 1. Thank you, David.